Okay, everybody, this is a guided walkthrough for Bandit 5 from the Bandit CTF Labs on overthewire.org. So the first thing we need to do is we need to access the level. So we're going to use this command over here, SSH bandit5 at bandit.labs.overthewire.org on port 2220. So after we give this command, it's going to ask us if we want to continue connecting. The answer is yes, so just type that in, hit enter, and then we need to supply a password. So remember, everybody, you need to keep track of your passwords. I'm keeping track of my passwords in my GitHub GitHub repository over here, but you all need to keep track of your own passwords. But for people in the live chat, I'll provide the password for you now. Okay, so let's go ahead and paste in the password. Remember, you want to paste in the password and not type it out, because typing it out is not fun. Anyways, go ahead and paste it in and hit enter. And we now have access to the server. All right, so let's clear the screen. And let's take a look at what is in the directory here. So there's an in here directory. So this is something I haven't been doing, but for each one of these challenges, there's going to be a corresponding level description on the Over the Wire website. So you're going to be able to access it from this link over here. And from that link, you have to click on the sidebar over here, covering the level that we're currently doing. So in this case, we're going from level 5 to level 6. So we're just going to click on that link. So after that, we're going to see that we've got this level goal over here. So it says the password for the next level is stored in a file somewhere under the in here directory and has all of the following properties. So it is human readable, it is 1033 bytes in size, and it's not executable. So when we're talking about how to solve this level, we have to use a very common Linux tool. And let's talk about that now. So on level Bandit 5, we have to use the find command. The find command is used to search for files on the system. It can be used with many different arguments and flags to refine its search parameters. So in this case, the find command allows for search of files and or directories on the file system and matches files in the output according to the criteria provided by the command arguments. So in our case, we're going to be using arguments like type, which searches by file or directory, or size argument, the argument size, which searches for files of a particular size. So we're going to be using this command over. We're going to be using this command over here to solve the level. So we're going to use the find command. We're going to use it in the local directory, which is denoted by the dot. We're going to denote the size of the file that we want to return, which is 1033 bytes, which we have to use, where we have to use the C over here to denote bytes in the find command. And then we need we need to search for files that are not executable. So the exclamation point here means not, and then whatever follows next is what is not going to be. So in this case, it's not executable files. So let's go ahead and give this command to solve the level. So let's go back here. So we're going to move into the in here directory. Remember, you can use the cd command to move between directories. So there's a directory called in here. We move into it by using the cd command, cd in here. So after that, we can take a look at the contents of the directory with the ls command. And we've got a bunch of different directories here. And the point of the exercise here is to use the find command to find a particular file, because searching through these directories manually is going to be a big pain. So that's why we use the find command. So let's go ahead and use it. So the command is called find, and then we need to specify a place to search. So we're going to specify this directory. And this directory, the directory we're currently in Linux, is denoted by the dot over here. The next thing we need to do is we need to specify the size of the file. So we're just going to do -size, and then we're going to have to provide the size, which is 1033. And when we use the find command, we have to use bytes, and bytes are denoted by the C over here. Why is it C? I'm not sure, but that's how it goes. The last thing we need to do is we need to specify that the file is not executable. So it's going to be not. So in computing terms, the exclamation point can very often mean not something. So in this case, it's not executable. Okay, and let's go ahead and execute the command. So when we execute the command, we only get one file in the output over here. So the file over here is in the maybe here 7 directory, and the file is called .file2. So that's that's not exactly what we want to see, but it's okay. We're going to copy the file path. So we're just going to highlight it and we're going to copy it. Then we're going to cat out this file in order to read the flag. So it's going to be cat and then paste in the file path. Once we do that, we're going to get this result over here. So this is the password for the next level. Okay, so the last thing we need to do to finish the level is to exit out of the level. Remember to copy the password and to keep it safe, because we're going to be using it for the next level. So before we finish the level, we need to exit from the server. If we haven't exited out of the server, we're not finished. So we're successfully logged out when instead of the prompt bandit5 at bandit, we instead see something else. So root at localhost if you're using the JS Linux machine. All right. So everybody, let's talk about how we solve the level and then complete this this walkthrough. Okay. So everybody, so we've solved the level by using the find command to locate the file, then read it. So we use the find command with these particular arguments here to find a file that is size 1033 bytes and is non-executable. So after that, we found a file, and then we copied the file path and then used the cat command to read the file to finish the level. All right, so that was a guided walkthrough for Bandit 5 from the Bandit CTF Labs on overthewire.org. If you enjoyed this guided walkthrough, please click on the like and subscribe buttons on the video and leave a comment underneath the video. But until next time, HackerFrogs out!
Hey there, HackerFrogs! Are you enjoying this workshop? Learning new concepts and skills? If so, there's a way you can support the channel, and it's totally free. Just click on the subscribe button below the video. Also, click on the like button. And if you have questions or comments on this workshop, please leave them below the video. Thanks for listening. And now, back to our scheduled programming.